Now we are live.
Hello, and
Hello.
welcome to the first episode of From the Stalls, a Theatre Kid podcast,
I
where
can't
we're
believe
just
I'm
going to
doing
talk
this.
about theatre. So, my name is Jack, and today I'm joined by the glorious, the alphabet to my Dr. Dillamond, Lizzie.
Hello. Oh my
How are
face.
you?
I'm very good, thank you very much.
Did you enjoy the alphabet to Dr. Dillamond?
I did very much. We're
I,
also
I,
just ignoring the fact that we've spent 50 minutes trying to get the technical issues set up for this.
I was I was
Yeah,
gonna say the Glinda to my alphabet, but you're not a soprano and I'm
I'm not
not
a
green.
soprano. I wish I wish I was though.
Oh my god,
Really.
yeah.
Oh, the alto
So,
girls can relate.
Lizzie, would you like to start us off by telling our listeners how this started? How we decided
Well,
to do this?
so was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday.
Let me go through our messages. Give me a sec.
Let's see. Right. It was not.
So,
It was only this week.
we are very unprepared, but
Yeah.
we hope you enjoy the madness.
What happens? What happens? What happens?
Exactly. I
It'll be
think
a
it was
laugh.
before then. It was oh my god. It was
Um,
Monday. It was
Monday.
Monday.
Well, this
And
is
I
6 days in the making. So
yeah. Because I was just listening to a podcast that I enjoy, and I was like, you know what? Me and Lizzie would just be great at this. And
yeah,
I
and I was
texted
like,
you.
not kidding. That's a great
Yeah.
idea. So yeah, I'm set up
So
with the tiny microphone. Yeah,
we won't be
it's
doing any
it's a bit
ASMR.
precarious. It's a bit
Yeah.
precarious to set up.
So
Yeah.
what are we going to be talking about today, Lizzie?
Today we are going to be talking about our favorite shows. Pretty basic, but gotta
It's a
start
great week to
somewhere.
start us off.
Yeah.
But before we start this off, I have prepared something
Oh
that
God.
I don't. Oh God, me. Throughout the week, I've been collating the theatre news that is kind of exciting, and
Oh.
I've aptly named this. There are 10,080 minutes in a week, and here's what happened in
Oh,
theatre
hold on.
this week.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
Technical difficulties
Trying to fix the
still.
volume on my iPad.
Okay, would you like to hear what happened
Yes.
this week in theatre? So, the Broadway play Slave Play will be opening in the West End at the Noel
Mm-hmm.
Coward Theatre from June 29th to September 21st.
We love.
Did you see that Jinx Monsoon's going to be Audrey in Little
I
Shop?
did. I saw the teaser post and then I was like, because I saw people like matching up photos with it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, different choice, but I'm kind of obsessed.
I actually love that. I need
Mm-hmm.
production images right now.
Exactly. And then Corbin Bleu as Seymour, obviously.
Oh my god, High School Musical, we
I know.
love. That was my
Putting things
childhood.
together. We literally did the High School Musical warm up before getting on here, so
We did.
we're such nerds.
What else have I got in here? Tina, the Tina Turner musical,
Mhm.
will launch its first
UK
UK
tour.
tour, which is very exciting
Yes.
because obviously it's
Regional girlies. We're not anywhere near London, so
no, it's based on the life of Tina Turner, and it
of
features
course,
her
of course.
music, and it's going to a lot of places. Do you want me to list them off? Because I
You don't
can
have
if you want.
to. I really don't care.
Well, it's coming to like all the big places.
Mhm.
And then
Is it
Heather's
coming here?
announced its first
Yeah.
dates.
I think Heather's will go to Glasgow, but I'm not sure about Edinburgh because I saw it in Glasgow in July. That's when I saw it.
Yeah. I really want to see it this time because I first heard about this um I think in 2018 on its first UK tour. It had like the marketing outside the Edinburgh Playhouse. And I was
Mhm.
like, that's cool marketing. So I looked it up when I got home, and I was not prepared for what was about to happen to
Like I
me.
think I first heard Heather's probably from TikTok
Mm-hmm.
when
The Martha
dang
Dumpster in
dang,
the
yeah, when
yeah,
that was trending.
yeah.
Yeah. So
That is um did you see that Ghost is gonna tour?
I did not, but
So yeah,
good to
Ghost the
know.
musical, which is based on the film, and then
Mhm.
it was on Broadway for a little while with
Fix my hair.
Casey Levy, who is in
Yes.
Next to Normal.
My favorite.
Um, they haven't released any dates yet or casting, but they've just
Yeah.
announced that, or I think they've announced that it's going to Theatre Royal Bath.
It will
But
be like one of these pre-West End things, I think.
yeah, I think so as well. And Water for Elephants open for previews on Broadway, which
I've heard it was really good actually.
yeah,
I saw really good
I'm
reviews
really
about
intrigued.
it. Mhm.
But it's
I'm loving
that-
like how this year we're getting the total revival of like original musicals on Broadway,
yeah,
because
we've got so many.
I identify much more with like the Broadway side of musical theatre than the West End. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
much more interested in the Broadway side, so I don't know
Stay
why.
tuned because we will be doing some Tony stuff.
Oh, wait for
Just
nominations
you.
for that.
But hopefully it goes better than the previous thing that was at the Imperial, because that was Bad Cinderella.
We both know how we feel about that. That's another episode entirely. But
Yeah. And then a musical that you will hear about later, one of my faves, The Little Big Things, closed yesterday at Soho Place, and I'm very upset. But
well,
it's fine. I'm not angry.
we can move on. We can
can
cope.
move on.
We can cope.
Right. So, do you want to start by telling us some of your favorite, or just
Well, if anyone is watching this on like YouTube or whatever we decide to upload this on, I think it'll come to no
We'll figure
surprise
it out.
as to what my favorite musical is. Yeah. So. all
But do you
the
want to
Mou-
say what it is? Just
Well, yeah,
because.
it's Moulin Rouge the musical. That's been for anyone who knows me in person will
Mhm.
know that
Yeah.
this is like my favorite show of all time. I've been fortunate enough to see it twice. Once in London in the West End in 2022, and then just this past July 2023 on Broadway with Derek and Jojo. And I was very fortunate. It was the best
So
day of my life.
jealous.
So I know.
How did
But,
you discover Moulin Rouge again?
oh god, I think it was I was 12 when I first got into it. I know.
Okay. Questionable age.
Yeah. And then I first heard the Welcome to the Moulin Rouge bit, where like Ziedler first comes in. He's
Yeah.
like, because you can.
Yeah.
I first heard that, and people were posting about like the show and the set, and I was like, oh, that sounds quite good. I'll give it a listen. I listened to the opening song on repeat for a while, and then I was like, I'll listen to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then here we are, 2 years later.
That's what I
Almost.
used to do as well, because I found Sweeney Todd, and I found Ballad of Sweeney Todd and Epiphany, and I just listened to them on repeat for ages, and then it
Mhm.
wasn't until like last summer until I'd listened to the entire thing.
Mhm.
Just like
Sweeney
so
Todd's-
odd.
Sweeney Todd's my number 2.
Well, I don't have anything up because I have not seen it, but
I've got a
my
playbill, but it's over there.
but Sweeney
Small.
Todd's not my favorite musical, hun. I definitely told you
Merrily?
this,
Is it
but
Merrily?
my favorite musical is Heathers.
Is it?
I have told you this
Really?
before. Basically, like I
swore it
said,
was Sweeney. Or Merrily.
I-
I just knew it was or Company.
Sweeney's like number 2.
I thought that was a Sondheim. I thought your favorite show
Oh,
was Sondheim.
there's a Sondheim on there, but
Right.
like I
Good,
I saw the
good.
marketing for it, and like I looked
Mhm.
it up, and then I listened to
Sorry.
Candy Store on repeat for literal.
Yeah.
Like I think in 2022 is my top listened to song
So
on my Spotify
You were
Wrapped.
13. Or like 14. You were 13, 14.
Okay, it's better than you being 12.
Well, true. Have you seen the film? The Heathers film?
I haven't seen the original film, but we watched the pro shot
The
together.
whole thing's on YouTube. So
Okay.
there's multiple uploadings on YouTube if you want to watch it. I've
Okay.
seen it. It's good. So just
But we watched.
look away if you don't like blood at the end. That's the only thing I'd say.
Because we watched the pro shot together.
Mhm, we did.
Because we're both big Hannah Lowther fans.
Yeah. Shout out to Hannah Lowther. Not that she's listening to this, but
She's not listening.
she's not.
Tag her.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
But yeah, that's like my favorite musical. I mean, if I could, I would produce a gender swap version and play
Ooh.
like Heather Chandler or Heather McNamara.
Heather Duke's my dream role from that show.
Yeah, but Heather Duke's never been my favorite.
Because it's the only one I can kind of sing. But
Yeah.
listen, guys.
God, yeah. I just like we probably talk about this later, but both of us are not sopranos or tenors, so
Yeah.
like
No.
there are little
No.
roles for us,
But when we do
but
find something, we love it.
we love it and we put it on our rep
Yes.
for like
Dream
ages.
rules. I think I've got
Like
a
as
dream
in,
rules thing in my notes.
yeah. Like if I could be in six, I would be in six.
Give me
What?
one moment.
Oh my god. Technical difficulties. I'm really sorry, everyone.
Guys, sorry. My wires were about to completely take my iPad off this table and send it hurtling to the floor. So, yeah.
We're still trying to figure everything out.
Yeah,
So
this is the second attempt we've done of this. So
if this is a shambles, I'm really sorry. Please stay tuned because we'll
it'll be
get
fun.
better at
It will be fun. It will be fun.
Yeah. So, what are some of your other favorite musicals?
Well, Sweeney Todd's my number 2, and I discovered this in
For me, I take credit for that.
Well, yeah, you
I
do.
take credit for that.
Jack has been wanting me to listen to it for ages.
Ages.
And then I said I would listen to it when the Annalie and Josh recording came out, which was in March last year.
Yeah.
And then I kept putting it off until
Even though I consistently was like,
until
"This is Sweetie
October
Todd, you will
21st.
like this.
Until
You will
October
like."
21st. And every die-hard fan of a certain actor will know what happened on October 21st, 2023. When
If you
the
don't
lovely
know, Aaron Tveit was
Aaron
cast.
Tveit and Sutton Foster were announced to be the new Todd and Lovett, which I already knew. But
She kept on
you
texting.
you didn't believe me. You didn't
No,
believe
I
me when
didn't
I
believe
said it.
you because Aaron Tveit is a tenor.
He is a
and
tenor.
Sweeney Todd is far from a tenor.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't believe you for ages.
And now Joanna Act 2 sequence is my favourite musical theatre song of all time.
Love it.
Mrs. Lovett is a dream role of mine. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. It's a masterpiece. Like
it's Sondheim. What are you expecting?
I think that's my favourite show, like musically wise.
It's just got such complex. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not the end bit because everyone just dies.
Yeah, spoiler alert, by the way. But the show is almost.
It's been around since the 1980s.
The show's 40 years old, so we can.
Yeah,
if you move past that,
you'll deal with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I said, I discovered Sweeney Todd by the 2 songs, and then I didn't listen to the full thing until like last summer, and I listened to the Michael Ball, Imelda Staunton Festival Theatre revival.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is great.
I listened to 2023 because love Jordan Fisher, Maria Bilbao, Annalie and Josh, obviously. So, and Gaten.
Yeah. I think Gaten is incredible.
He's incredible, and so is Joe. Joe Locke, who is currently playing Tobias on Broadway. He is incredible.
Yeah, I really didn't know what I was.
He came like out of nowhere, and I was just like.
I saw a clip of him being like, they were doing an interview, him and Kit Connor for Heartstopper, and we were in like a car, and he was like, "Oh, I'd love to be in a musical, but I just don't think I'd have like the singing power." And then someone's put at the end of that clip, like the belty note at the end of "Not While I'm Around." So like the demons will harm you everywhere.
Yeah.
But and then I listened to that, and I was like, "Excuse me."
I know.
Like that, it's just unfair. It's just such a good show, and I know why you did.
If you haven't listened to it already, I'd definitely recommend it if you're looking to get into more vintage shows. Because my favourite era of musicals is 60s and 70s.
Really? Is that because of Chicago?
Partly, yeah, and also A Chorus Line and Chicago are also probably in my top 10 favorite shows.
I think I've listened to A Chorus Line once.
I love it. I think it's so funny. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to see it because it's coming to Edinburgh in October, I want to say. It's either October or November, sometime this autumn.
What? Is that from the Almeida?
Curve.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I've seen production images and I'm like, that looks good.
I watched them at the Big Night Musicals. Doing
1. Singular
Singular
sensation. That's
sensation.
such a good song.
It is. It's such a banger.
I know.
Underrated.
Well,
Underrated show.
Yeah. I mean,
I listened to the 2006 recording of that.
is that, yeah. I think my second favorite show is not Sweetie. That's still to come, but I mentioned it earlier, and it's The Little Big Things, and I'm still trying to get you to listen to it. But it's based on a memoir by Henry Fraser, who was a boy who went to Portugal after a rugby match and got paralyzed because he went into like the sea, and he's become a really successful artist because his dad made some contraption so that he could paint with like the paintbrush in his mouth. And it's such a beautiful show. It's got Lindsay Haitley, Joseph Fame, and it's just so good. I really recommend it. It closed yesterday, and I'm so sad. And I don't think it will tour because it features a ton of. It's in the round, but it's also it features a lot of wheelchair users as actors, and a lot of theaters aren't suitable for wheelchair users, which is a conversation for another day. But it's such a good show. It's got the kind of Dear Evan Hansen kind of poppy score.
I don't like Dear Evan Hansen.
Hot take, neither do I. No. I like Waving Through a Window, For Forever, and You Will Be Found, and Words Fail, and that's the only songs. Oh, and does anybody have a map?
Yeah.
But those are the only songs I really like. I think I've just kind of been put off it because of the movie.
I never watched the movie.
I never watched the movie, and I don't want to.
Yeah, neither. Not gonna lie.
Because I saw production photos, and Ben Platt looks. No, he doesn't look.
Yeah.
What did they do?
I don't know what he did to his hair, but
it's just it doesn't look good.
We can move on from that.
But yeah, listen to The Little Big Things because it's incredible.
Yeah.
You should listen to it too, Lizzie, because it's one of my faves now, and it literally the Cass album came out like 3 months ago, and it's so good. But anyway, there's my little TED talk about The Little Big Things over.
I'll say like my third favorite musical is. This is tricky for me because after 2 I don't know. I think I have to say Next to Normal though.
Another Aaron Tveit show.
Well, yeah, not because of that. It's not my favorite musical because of that. It's because I think the story is just perfect, and the way like the music does that, it's like it's just so perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm just like
I think I've listened to it twice, and I like it.
I've read it because I read the libretto first, and then I listened to it, which I felt was the right.
Which I think is the best way round to do it.
Because if I listen to it first, and I feel like I skip over the songs because I'm like, I already know this.
Yeah.
So
I think
that's what I found when I read Rent.
Yeah. Like I listened to it like twice. I can't remember if this is the right name of the song, so don't sue me. I think it's called like Hey 1, 2, and 3, and it's like what's the main girl, the teenage daughter called? Yeah, her meeting like her boyfriend. I find that song so boring. It's
yeah, that's not great, but I think like I Miss the Mountains, There's a World, even like I'm Alive, all of this.
My favorite song is The Break.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I mean, it's kind of basic from that show, but my favorite song from that show is I Am the One. I just think the way it combines Dan, Gabe, and then with like Diana in the middle and her like fighting back at the end, I think it's just so like.
And it was such a
perfect
because it didn't win the Tony, did it? It won the Pulitzer, which is a lot better than a Tony. Exactly. Let's be frank. But like, I think it because it opened on Broadway in 2011, And there was nothing like it before it, was there?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I think in
So
2011 there was
there's big rumors that the London revival, well, the one that was last summer, and now it's doing.
at the
It was
Donmar.
Donmar Warehouse last summer. This
Mhm.
is it. I can't remember the name of the year it's on this summer.
Let me
It's
do
not
some
Duke of York's.
research.
It's not Duke of York, because that's Romeo and Juliet. That's what I'm getting confused with.
Oh, with Tom Holland.
Yeah, I tried to get tickets for that. I failed.
I am just on what's on stage, so
Well,
let
there's
me.
big rumors that it's going to come to Broadway in 2025,
I
and
think
I
that's
hear it wants to come back to the booth, which I would love,
yeah.
because it's such a
You
small
want
theater.
Aaron Tveit to go back into it, don't you?
I don't know who. I don't know who he would be, because I'm not. He can't be Gabe anymore. Let's be honest.
No.
He can't play a 16-year-old.
It
Or is he
says that it's
18?
opening at the Wyndhams.
Right, that's what it is. I don't think I'm going to see that, only because I'm not going to London this summer.
Yeah.
Sad face. Going
Wait,
next year,
what
though.
Tonys did it actually win? Give me a sec.
I think it won like 2.
It won Best Original Score for Tom Kitt and Brian Yorkie, Best Performance by a Leading Actress for Alice Ripley, and then Best Orchestrations. But it was nominated for 1, 2, 3, 4,
It was
5,
nominated for tons,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Right.
And then it won the Pulitzer, which is better than.
Snaps.
And then it only won 1 award at the recent What's on Stage. It only won Best Supporting Performer for Jack Wolf.
Though he was incredible, though. I think that's because that's a publicly voted thing.
Yeah.
And what else was in there? Because I did vote for that. What else was
For
in there?
Best New Musical, for Best Supporting Performer. Best New Musical.
I voted for all their What's on Stage things every time
I voted for.
Because Sunset Boulevard took, well, rightly so.
Yeah.
Took.
I voted for The Little Big Things for Best New Musical. No shock there, but I just love that show. But why are you not telling me? The Best Supporting Performer. You also had Ayn Rand Ferrer from Miss Saigon, Jack Malone from Operation Mincemeat, Jason Manford from Wizard of Oz, Cedric Neal from Guys and Dolls, and Amy Trigg from The Little Big Things. So I think he rightly so won that, because Gabe is just such a good part.
Such a beautiful role, like, honestly.
Yeah, it is a really good show. I cry
at the birthday scene every single time. Every single time. Every single time I watch the bootlegs.
Slime tutorials.
Sorry guys.
Yeah, next to
we
normal.
don't support the filming, but we still watch them.
Yeah, we don't condone filming. We just like when you do.
We just like watching them afterwards.
I love to find clips of people singing World Burn.
Yeah.
Because, well, this is on my list, but Mean Girls is one of my favorite musicals.
Is it?
Hot take, I loved the movie musical. I thought it was really good.
I didn't love it, but I thought it was going to be worse than it was.
I really enjoyed it. And for all those people who were like, I didn't know it was a musical, yeah, no one did.
Because they didn't advertise it as that.
Because they had Olivia Rodrigo over it when they should have been like. I mean, they were probably saving World Burn, but you could have had like Meet the Plastics or something over. I wish they had the Gretchen and Karen verses in Meet the Plastics.
Exactly.
They just had Renee Rapp, and Renee Rapp is a queen.
Yeah, we love her. Snow Angel is one of my favorite albums of all time. So.
Oh my god, I love Snow Angel.
I love
it. So much. But like, and oh my god, BB and Avantika can sing. Why did you take them off?
Why did they take them out the limelight? Because especially with What's Wrong With Me, I felt that was so underplayed.
I think What's Wrong With Me is such a beautiful song.
Exactly. To Left With You.
It's so insane.
And I felt like they kind of just totally were yeah, let's just add it in.
Yeah.
Karen gets one, so.
And there were some moments that Like, I wish they had
I didn't like
Fearless.
Apex Predator. Sorry.
No, I didn't like it
I thought
either.
that was really weird.
No, it was really weird because usually Katie sings
Exactly.
the second verse,
Exactly. And it's
and
also in the shopping mall, and they did it way better on Broadway. Just saying. Just saying.
and
I
like
might go try see it in London.
I hopefully will be
I
singing
really
it.
want to. Wait.
But like Jaquel got Katie's lines,
Mhm.
but like some of those didn't, like when he's like, and though Janice is great, she does not have this power. People literally cower. Janice can't do that.
Exactly.
Damien saying that makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
But no shade to Angourie Rice, but they took it away from her because she has a very different vocal type to Erica Henningsen, who did it on Broadway.
We love Erica Henningsen.
Did you see that her and Kyle got married?
I did.
I actually love Kyle.
I know.
I'm actually really sad that
Also,
Aaron didn't
can we
sing
not?
the film.
I know exactly. Can we not get what's the name of the song? Oh no, my brain's not working. More is better. More is better.
Oh yeah.
And the reprise.
But like obviously, let's address the elephant in the room. The person who really should have been Aaron Samuels was Cameron Dallas. Obviously, come on.
Okay.
Like he was obviously the best person for that role. He played it on Broadway.
Is that your favorite musical?
No, I'm not doing it in order anymore.
Oh, you know. Oh.
I do have a list.
The structure's out the window.
Yeah.
We set a house on fire, guys.
In my list, I've got 6. And let's
as much as I love 6,
did it not make it?
I really do love it. I'd say it's not in my top 10. I know. Don't come for me, okay?
We are not a podcast that supports slander.
I've seen it 5 times.
I've seen it 3 times. I've seen it a 4th time when it comes back.
Yeah, I'm seeing it for the 6th time in June.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I do love the show, and the show means a lot to me because it's the first musical I ever like obsessed about. But I feel like because I did that so much, you know what I mean? It now means like less to me than it like did. So it's just kind of
I get that.
I loved it when I was 9, the first time I heard it, and I heard it on EPOS. We love Elaine Page. I was driving back from a skiing lesson, and that came on, and I was like, "Ooh, let me check that out on the Spotify." But I feel like also now it's associated with such like I don't know how to describe it.
Like, try your best.
It's associated with kind of like clingier fans. You know what I mean?
Like fans who are like, "Oh my god, 6 is mine.
Yeah.
No one can touch this." Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's because it's very mainstream because it sounds the way it sounds. And like that's no shade to the writing.
It's a lot of like new theatre kids first. It's either for new theatre kids, I think it's either 6 or Hamilton.
It's either 6, Hamilton, or Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah. I feel like whichever one of them you choose, you'll go into a different path.
I mean, the first musical I ever saw was Lion King, and
Same.
I'm not obsessed with Lion King.
Exactly.
I think there are good songs in Lion King, but
I think He Lives in You.
He Lives in You.
Is
I also love Shadowland.
Yeah.
But like, and also Wicked was the second show I saw. Wicked's on my list, but it's kind of lower.
I don't know what the second show I saw was. Because I saw Lion King when I was 4. I was really young.
So was I.
I don't even know. Because I know what I've seen, but I couldn't tell you years. Like I saw. I don't even know.
Yeah, because Wicked was my second show, and I've now seen Wicked 3 times.
I've seen Wicked twice.
Twice on a UK tour, and once in London.
Twice in the UK tour for me. I didn't see it in London.
I saw Lucy St. Louis.
I'm not in your year, so I couldn't go on the trip with you.
But we went to see Wicked on a school trip because we went to London.
I'm going to Naples instead of that.
But we saw like Alexia Kadim and
Mhm.
Lucy St. Louis, and it was just incredible.
Lucy St. Louis was incredible in that Roger and Hammerstein as well. Just saying.
She was incredible in
Getting
that.
sidetracked, guys.
That's what it says in
That's what
our
this is for.
bio. Yeah,
Honestly,
it's just
rants.
us
And
geeking
we
out.
said this episode was going to be 20 minutes. It's already 30. So,
I'm getting a call. Give me a sec.
oh,
Sorry, you'll have
do
to
you want me
edit
to
this
just
out.
talk?
Just talk.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Or should I talk? I'll just talk about. Um. Should I just talk about another one of my favorite shows? Okay. Oh, I've got the poster of it. Let's go with Shucked. I love Shucked, and it is one of my favorite musicals of all time. I was extremely fortunate to see it on Broadway in July, and we actually won the ticket lottery for that. So we only paid $40 per ticket, and it was incredible. And yeah, I know, it was incredible, and I loved every second of it. It's so funny. I cannot wait for it to come to the West End, because I am going to go get those tickets as soon as I can. Partly because I also want to see what's changed. Because I think they will either cut out and add in new jokes to cater to a more British audience. Because I feel like if you're not American, you wouldn't I can't even. Some of the things I didn't understand, but I think that was purely because I'm from a different country. Then
I just need to go sit my dog for like 30 seconds.
that's fine.
I'm really sorry. You'll just need to
We'll
cut this out.
We'll cut this out. Sorry
We
about
need
that.
to.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Technical
Dog
difficulties.
things.
So you just talked about Shuck, didn't you?
I did just talk about Shucked.
God.
Yeah, I really love
It
that
is
show.
coming to the West End, isn't it?
It is coming to West End. I'm very excited. I met the whole cast, and they were all lovely. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Also,
are you doing?
can we just say, Stage Door on Broadway is so much more organised than here.
Like the Playhouse, it's down a whole like alleyway. It's so dodgy.
It is very dodgy.
Okay, right. Let me give one of my other favorite musicals,
give me
which you
1
have
second.
heard me talk about quite a few times, I think, but not in a while. And that is a lesser known show called.
Wait, you talk for a second. I need to go on mute.
Okay, so one of my favorite musicals is a lesser known show called We Are the Tigers. Okay. Can you take the dog back down? So, yes, We Are the Tigers is a musical about a cheerleading squad who have this sleepover, and they start getting murdered. It's really odd, but it's really good as well. Like it's got such a good score. Lauren Zaccharin played is her name Riley? Yeah.
I saw her in Once Upon a One More Time.
Yeah. So
as
she was
Ariel,
she was
the Little
also
Mermaid.
the
Couple of reasons.
Catherine in the off-Broadway cast recording of Cruel Intentions.
I want to see that. I love that film.
And was there anyone else in the cast who like people would know? No, not really, because it was an off-Broadway show.
Yeah.
Very small set. It was 2 acts. It's just a really like fun, campy show because they all kind of just die, and they get like. If you want like spoilers, one of the best songs in the show is called "The Breakdown," which is where the person who is murdering them like is confronted, and they sing, you know, Catherine's True Medley from Cruel Intentions.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, but they just kind of take songs from the show and they kind of combine them, and it's really good. But if you don't mind spoilers, because they basically reveal who like murders everyone. Well, not everyone. Only 3 people die, but still, 3 people die at one sleepover, and someone gets arrested.
Not great.
No, really not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found this musical through. I was just like trying to find musicals to like listen to, and I was on Spotify, and I just saw the cover art for this because it's like a cheerleader facing against a white wall, and there's a shadow behind them, and they're like holding a knife, and it's just really cool. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Okay, so is that us? Like,
This episode, I'm really sorry, was kind of
we kind of overrun,
messy,
but
but
yeah, first try. Gotta have a first time for everything.
we hope you enjoyed and
Yeah.
continue to listen because
Yeah, we will be making more.
because I had really a lot of fun doing this. If you want a
Same.
part 2, we can do this. We can do a
Mhm.
part 2. Go follow us on
Yes, on
I don't know the
Instagram.
socials, please.
We have Instagram. We have a YouTube channel, and on Spotify. I think that's all I
Yeah.
set up.
At
From Stalls or From Stalls podcast. Let me check.
Yeah.
The
Once
Instagram's From the Stalls podcast. I know
once we have a Spotify page, we will put the links in there.
that. Yes. Yeah. But
So yeah, thank you very much
thank
for
you
watching,
for
everyone.
listening, or however you're
However,
viewing this or hearing this.
if people left 5 minutes in, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, don't
but-
blame them, honestly.
We hope you had a great time listening to us rant.
Mm-hmm.
So
Come
have
here next
a
time.
wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.